We have made it to our third season. Our third time of commencing to discuss the adventures of Devi, Paxton, Ben, and company. Our third season of... Okay, this is getting a bit dramatic.
Dun it, dun it. Dun it, dun it, dun it, dun it, dun it.
I like that. It's going to be my new theme song.
Dun it, Batman.
Never Have I Ever Season 3 is here. I have to say, this is the best of the Blush Bunnies present because it is the only proof I have that you guys actually care about my mental health. But sometimes there are requests that I can't do because they're no longer available on Netflix. They go to other streaming sites, and my bank account's been going through a hard time lately. I don't want to talk about it right now. Luckily, I do have a solution though. Atlas VPN. I know some of you may be thinking, girl, what the heck is a VPN? It stands for Virtual Private Network. Simply put, this means you can send and receive data through a private network. You are completely protected. You don't have to worry about anybody hacking into your server, stealing your information, tracking your information, or sending you unwanted information. I'm sure we all hate pop-up blockers. If that's not enough, then my personal favorite feature should get you excited about this limited time deal. Atlas VPN allows you to change your digital location. With just a click of a button, boom, I'm in Central Perk singing Smelly Cat. Smelly cat, smelly cat. Your favorite shows that you've been wanting to watch but are no longer available in your country are just a click away. Additionally, I know you're like, girl, there's more. Yes, there's more. There's more because Atlas is not a regular VPN. You also get the best deals while shopping online, whether it's a streaming service like Spotify or you need to book a flight or hotel. And the great thing about it is one Atlas VPN subscription gives you access to its network on unlimited devices. They are offering literally the best deal on the market right now. 3 months free to try it out with a 30-day money-back guarantee. After that, only $1.83 a month, a price that is locked in for a 3-year subscription. All of this for $1.83 a month after a whole 3 months free. If you don't pause this video and click the link below right now and stop playing with me, what are you waiting for? Click the link below. Now back to the video. Things are spicing up. Paxton and Davey have been dating for the past 2 weeks. And by dating, I mean hanging out in the garage, shaking maracas, and scrolling through TikTok. Now this is not at all surprising given that this is how their courtship had been going. Davey only wanted to bake cookies, and if you don't know what that means, then go back to the first video. And Paxton was on the fence about even dating her in the first place. Y'all remember he was all ashamed of being seen with her because she played him in front of everybody? Here's my thing. If that's a major concern of yours, which to be clear it should be, fool me once, okay? But if that's a concern, why date her at all? You should have just moved on. Davey could have gotten with Ben. Oh wait, he was already with Anissa. I don't want her to be a homewrecker. Scrap that. Paxton could have moved on and Davey could have taken the much needed time to herself, as we've all been saying since we've met her, only in our wildest dreams. This is Davey and that's a bit too much like right. So let me just talk about what's going on, child. They are dating. And it is an interesting sight to see for most, to say the least. Not to mention, word around town is that the only reason Paxton is even with Davey is because she's been giving up the cookies. And by word around town, I mean just Chartreuse and the Dizzy twins. Of course, this gets Davey all riled up because a part of why she's with Paxton is because she wants to finally be seen in a good light. No more nerdy girl who can't get a man. She wants to be cool and worthy. Or as she told us the first day we met her, popular. So finding out that people don't see any of that is a bummer. And because this is Davey we are talking about, she couldn't just let that ride. She had to do something about it. What does she do? She forces herself to want to take things to the next level. I mean, getting the lady bits prepared with alcohol wipes and everything. Real fire pocket action. And ironically, this is the moment that made me like Paxton again, because I was very much Team Benvy after the way he was acting at the end of the season. Given his track record with not only Davey but also his rep with other girls, I just knew he was gonna take advantage. But In this moment, he saw that Davy was not comfortable physically, mentally, or emotionally, so he stopped. To see that, recognize it, and act on it, I was like, okay, Paxton, look at you, trying to win me back. That was monumental. So this puts her at ease. She knows that she doesn't have to rush into anything just because people who don't even care about her are talking crap. Speaking of crap, everybody else's relationship is down the toilet. Ben and Anissa still have this weird opposites attract energy going. He's all about his education, battling for the chance to get extra credit, and she's like, it's not that big of a deal. I'll just go to whatever Ivy League school with you. And Ben is like, girl, what? It does not work like that. Not to mention, Ben still has Davy on the brain, but that's a whole nother thing. Then we have Trent and Eleanor. I don't think I like this pairing at all. Trent is weird and annoying weird. Like, here comes Trent. And I wish they would not have taken Eleanor's story this way, but whatever. Fab is in a long distance relationship that clearly is not working. You can see that coming a mile away. Your girl moved to Korea and you think this is gonna last? When she was losing out on sleep and got that B on her paper, that was a wake up call. Like, I ain't about to fail for you. No hard feelings, love you, bye. Then we have Kamala, who has realized she doesn't want to be married. Not to her fine fiance, not to Davy's fine teacher she's been crushing on, not to nobody. And I don't blame her because, listen, let me live. Her grandmother is not going for it. Literally stopped talking to her because she was so pissed. And to satisfy her own needs, she's throwing Kamala a mixer so she can find a new man. Quick. But we have more important things to worry about, like the fact that Davy has a troll. Now, this person can be one of two things. It can be that the person is saying untrue things to simply get a reaction, or it can mean that the person wants to hide their identity in order to tell the truth without repercussions. And I would normally say that Davy is doing the most by even entertaining this, but I ain't gonna lie. I would have been the same way, like, how you know my man? Talking about Paxton is not who you think he is. Who is he then? Please enlighten me. Paxton's like, listen, ignore them. I ignore people who send me messed up things about you all the time. Even though Paxton is on my good side, right now I do not trust him because he is still a man. And men be lying. Oh, she ain't nobody. People on the internet be tripping. Next thing you know, you're scrolling through social media and he's out on a date with the same nobody. That literally happened to me before, but I don't want to talk about it right now. But Devi pieces together who her troll is, and it is Haley, one of her fellow orchestra mates. She gives this sob story of how they've been best friends forever. One day they were hanging out, one thing led to another, and bada bang, bada boom, he ghosted her. Devi empathized with her, which was nice, but there's a couple of things she should take into consideration before she goes crazy Devi. For one, this is before she and Paxton, before she started to get to know him for herself. And secondly, Haley and Paxton were not together. Never get attached to a boy that has not claimed you, because it is downhill from there, no matter how good of a friend you think he is. Classic mistake. Devi is his whole girlfriend, and he has already made it clear that he wants to respect her and take things slow. No need for a big commotion. Someone who is due to cause commotion, Anissa. She sees that Ben is not over Devi, and what does he do? He hits her with the, oh, she's nobody. Don't worry about it. Girl, run. Do not fall for the okie doke. Trust your intuition. Somebody who wishes they could run, Paxton, who's apparently done what he did to Haley to every girl in the school. Devi makes him apologize to Haley, and everybody and their mama jumps on the bandwagon. Literally. Now, on one hand, I'm proud of Devi for not jumping off the deep end. She put her foot down and established an important value in their relationship. However, it backfired. And I knew that it would. Paxton is new to this good guy thing, so the boundaries are not there. You apologize to this girl and then invite her on our date? You done lost your mind. The nice train stops here. Get off and walk home. But alas, here we are. Somebody else who has been put into a sticky situation for being nice. Fab. Ben was over there texting his nobody in the middle of Anissa's game-winning play, and Anissa peeped it. Of course, this is heartbreaking because she already knowing what it is by that stupid smirk on his face. Fab catches her and tells her how great she is, and bada bang, bada boom, they are lip to lip. Sometimes vulnerability can lead to your heart's true desires, and sometimes it just leaves you with a brain full of regret. Only time will tell with these two. Though Fab is being super awkward, I do like the fact that she didn't put her on the spot or make her feel bad. Something that Ben just can't get enough of. And I'm on Anissa's side with this because since the day they started dating, he's been coming sideways at her. You're not good enough. You're not smart enough energy. Everybody is not Davey, okay? Starting to make me feel this little compatibility test came back with Davy's name and not Anissa's. Anissa definitely got Fab but didn't want to tell anybody, and Davy is on a self-hate tour because she got Lady Whistleboy. I mean, I can't blame her with that one. This dude was stealing hats just so he can kiss people. Who wants to perfect match with that? Didn't make it any better when she found out that Paxton lied about being matched with Haley. But really, can we blame him? I mean, this whole relationship, every other sentence, Davy is complaining about how they don't make any sense and how they don't match and people don't get it. That gets old quick. Finally, Paxton just gave her the real. Like, look, Davy, I like you, but I don't think we can have a real relationship until you like yourself. And there it is, people. The words that we've been all saying this entire time. And it came from none other than Paxton Hall Yoshida. I knew I always liked him. This is what she needed to hear. As painful as it is, it had to be done. It's past due for her self-love journey. And it's great to see Nalini be there for her even though she's crying over a boy. These two have come a long way. As for Davy, the self-deprecating codependence has to end today. Speaking of ending, Ben got dumped. I shouldn't laugh at that, but he deserved it. My girl Anissa like, I know my worth and you are not it. You better let him know, girl. All the broken hearts in the world still beat. Let's not make it harder than it has to be. That's the song Devi must have been singing to herself during these months while being without Paxton, because I just knew she was going to go crazy Devi on us and do something rash to get his attention. Nope, she went through her breakup like any other normal person. I was proud of her. Good job, crazy Devi. But it had to feel like a gut punch to find out that Paxton had a girlfriend. Like, I didn't necessarily expect for him to wait on her, but he did say that they couldn't be together until, so it kind of implied that he was still interested in being with her. No, maybe it's just me, but that may not be a problem because Nerdesh is here. Why is his name Nerdesh? He looks more like a Vikram. Let me see. Hey, Vic is here. Yeah, I like that. But to avoid confusion, I'll just call him Nerdesh since that's what his mama named him, child. But the instant chemistry between he and Davy, I'm here for it. She's in a better place now on a personal note, and she gets to get back at Paxton for moving on. Okay, come through, Nerdesh. Davy, this is her it girl season. She went from nobody wanting her to 3 guys simultaneously. I ain't mad at it. A lot of you have been saying that you'd rather Davy either be alone or find somebody new, and Nerdesh came through, okay? Well, for a moment. Then he ghosted her. That was such a tease and a waste of my time. Had me give him a nickname and everything. Ain't it annoying when people get mad after they do something nobody asked them to do? Like, who asked you to do that? But still, I was invested. But at least there's finally some motion between Fab and Anissa, which I'm not surprised that Paxton saw the spark between them because his radar for these types of things is always on. But you mean to tell me all this time nobody picked up on it? It was so awkward between them. I would have been like, and what is going on over here? So obvious that they had something going. Too bad it didn't work out, which honestly, I'm not mad at it because they were each other's rebound. It wasn't going to last anyways. Speaking of not lasting, how is Devi magically completely over Paxton, the guy she's been lusting after for years, and now she's back on to Ben and Ben is on to her? That was a little too quick for me. But moving right along, Devi's exes were linking up. I wrote linking up but said hooking up. I don't care. So let me continue. Ben is doing his Ben thing, being an overachiever, and pretty much runs himself into the ground. He takes 15 million classes, all so he can go to some stupid Ivy League. And I say stupid because he don't even really want to go. He's just trying to impress his dad, and guess who unpacked this? Paxton Hall Yoshida. He is really trying to show what he's all about. We are getting layers, people. We have this moment where they briefly discuss the whole throuple thing and just some transparency. I think they needed a moment of closure after all that went down. Hey, maybe this is the beginning of a bromance. That would be weird given the circumstances, but cool at the same time. A bromance would be better for Paxton than an actual relationship at this point. He's basically dating the old version of himself. Miss Phoebe doesn't have any interest in school, and she don't care about him. She's just trying to score a roll of dough at Bakery Town, if you catch my drift. That's just moving down the totem pole with her. Too bad Davy is no longer available since she's dating the Indian male version of herself, my main man Vic. Actually, I'm still on the fence about him. He gives player vibes, but we will see. They got this whole business and pleasure thing going as they are secretly dating and going against each other in debate. Both intimidated by each other, Davy tried to cheat to get ahead. You know, typical Davy. The good that came out of that, Davy's teacher finally got some cool points with Grandma when he took her home instead of turning her in. I thought she would never fold, but I wish Davy would have stayed single a little longer. I feel like she was on a good track with really developing a relationship with herself, liking herself, loving herself, and finding peace with her dad. If you've noticed, she's back in orchestra, playing the harp, and playing for her family without having breakdowns or reminiscing about her dad at this point. So when her feelings of grief are triggered by Nerdash's friend playing with her dad's old racket, though it was an honest mistake, it was just a reminder like, man, she was on her healing journey and now she's welcomed another guy into her space and she's not going to be able to heal properly. Her therapist says that she's been having more fun lately and that has led to her having less bouts of grief. But to me, the key to it is that it had been months in between time of her being alone, getting that allotted time for personal healing and growth. Speaking of growth, Davy's mom giving her permission to date is the surprise of the century. Nalini? This is beyond. Her reasoning was understandable because we all know Davy don't listen to nothing she say. But his mom ain't really feeling Davy like that. She like, you sure you want to do this? You don't want to take some time to think about it first? This leads to her telling her son she wants him to stop dating her. But my thing is this. Her son ain't no walk in the park, and she don't even know half the stuff he's involved in or the turmoil he causes, so I don't know why she's coming at Davy sideways like this. It can be alarming to see your child get involved with someone who has a lot going on, but that was super judgmental of her. And poor Ben, he has to keep witnessing the love of his life going through heartbreak. But we get another step in the right direction with Nalini when she goes off on Mama Nerdesh. I'm like, you better have your daughter's back. I am so proud of her, telling her daughter that she's never too much and always enough. That melted my heart. I'm loving this bond. The growth of this relationship is so inspiring, and I love that Davy wanted to cherish that. When she got into the X-Men School for the Gifted, she was on the fence about it because she wanted to finish out her last year with her friends, but her mom convinced her to give it a shot, and Davy was impressed, which, I mean, it was a pretty dope environment, the people and the scenery. But realizing she was always looking ahead instead of basking in the now, really taking in the present, it was too much for her to leave home behind, especially so soon. So another year at Sherman Oaks it is. In a not so surprising turn of events, the throuple mystery has been solved. She opted for Jacob over Edward. Even though Paxton basically poured his heart out to her, she even decided to cash in at the bakery with Ben. Now, I'm not gonna lie, a part of me feels away. that we had this whole build up to her being with Paxton only for it to last 2 seconds. I mean, why couldn't we revisit the relationship after Davey took time to herself? All this time, I didn't see how she and Paxton were compatible, and as soon as we see how good of a person he is, they cut them off. Now, what about the art girl that Ben just asked out on a date? I am so curious as to how this is going to pan out. Never Have I Ever Season 3. How do you feel about the season? Were there any surprises for you? What scenes or lines stood out the most? And what are your predictions for the series finale? What would you like to see happen as we say goodbye to these characters? I keep saying we need more of Eleanor, and they give us Elle with Trent, pissing me off. So I give up. For some reason, I think Davey is going to ultimately end up alone. I feel like the relationship may not be as smooth as she expects with Ben, and maybe that will be when she runs off to see Paxton. I don't think we will be getting much of Paxton though, because he's away at college. I think Nalini will go on a date or have a love interest, and Davey will finally be okay with it. And I still would love to see an episode where Davey gets a "what if my dad was here" or something to that effect. I don't have any more predictions for now, but if I do, I'll probably post them on Instagram or Twitter. Come up with anything. I'm curious to know your thoughts. Let me know down below. Also, don't forget to check out Atlas VPN. This is the first time I've had a sponsorship offer that I think you guys can actually benefit from. Link below, as well as merch and the podcast. The podcast is the exact same format as my videos, except without the visuals. I've been focusing on the channel lately, so I haven't had any new episodes, but I will be doing some as soon as I can. Also, if you missed the mini update I gave in the Glee video, more than likely I will be continuing Glee, Bridgerton, and any other series that the algorithm refuses to push in audio form only. So make sure you're following the podcast. With all of that being said, if you haven't done so already, be sure to click like and hop on over to that subscribe button and hit the bell. Otherwise, YouTube will never show you my videos. As always, I'm all ears. Until next time, bye.